Hello friends, for those who may not know, my name is Nick Velasco. I'm a videographer based in London and I run a video production company called Canon Films with my friend Maynard Sabliano. Yo, how do you think Maynard pronounces his surname?
Sabelliano.
I'm pretty sure I pronounced it like that, but I just realized, did I pronounce it correctly?
Sabjano.
I said Sabliano. I said Sabliano.
Sabjano. Didn't he say like Sabello one time?
This is what I mean, bro.
I don't know.
I don't even know, mate. Hopefully that's close enough. And I'm going to produce a podcast alongside all the other millions of podcasts that are out there. The reason why I've decided to create a podcast is because I want to document the creative processes, the lessons, the philosophies that the creatives that I get to be friends with are happy to share with me in an informal and, dare I say, semi-spontaneous conversation. With these insights shared online and in this format will inspire, potentially share insight with other creatives or people that might be interested. So just to give a heads up, just to be frank, the podcast is going to be quite run and gun, and that is by choice because I tend to be on a lot of shoots, and at least in my head, I feel like there's only so much time that I have to do, let's call it passion project type stuff. And rather than having to book some time off with the creatives that I work with and get them to go out of their way to, join me in a podcast studio or something like that, I would rather join them in their place of work or in their place of creation and set up a camera and some wireless mics, some Rode mics, and document the conversation. Because for me, the priority is to document the conversation and have the, let's call it the gems, the insights, the lessons, the philosophies, and document that as clearly as I can with the resources that I have and be rather mobile and then showcase that to you guys. For example, the first episode with, I guess my first guest episode, I should say, is going to be with my friend Fran, a very talented musician, and his episode we actually shot at Barbican straight after we were done filming his music video, Farah. We just sat on some chairs that were already like in the streets. I set up a camera, I put my Rode wireless goes and had a conversation. The conversations are going to be a lot like that in that kind of format. Also, I plan to release an episode every 2 weeks or bi-weekly in order to make sure that I have enough time, frankly speaking, to edit the episode and put it out on all relevant platforms. And just to kind of talk about the selfish reason why I want to produce a podcast is because I genuinely enjoy having deep discussions and talking about creative processes and trying to figure out why a certain creative thinks a certain way, how they come up with creative ideas, and by me wanting to explore that, but also make some content, put it out every 2 weeks, it kind of challenges me in a creative way. Sorry guys, I'm also, to be frank with you, I'm reading some notes off my laptop, so I'm hoping it makes sense. I realized as well, I actually forgot to mention the name of the podcast. The name of the podcast will be Creativity Unarchived. And the reason for that is, hopefully it kind of speaks for itself, but I've been kind of in the creative industry since 2017-ish. And, I've had a lot of creative experiments since that time. And I've had moments where I'm creating, putting it out there, so proud of my work. And then I look back at it and then I am disappointed in how it looks and I archive it. But now I'm in this headspace where I realize that I shouldn't shy away from the previous work, the previous thought process that I've had, and it shouldn't be archived. It's based off the Instagram archiving because you can archive posts and it's hidden from your feed, but I think there's beauty in documenting in general, and I feel like it's really lovely to be able to document conversations. But now that I've been in this creative industry and I get to meet a range of creatives, range of people in general, but specifically creatives. I got a camera, I've got microphones. Why not use my resources and maximize it and document things that I really enjoy? And though I love like short form content, quote unquote cinematic content, what I truly enjoy the most is deep discussion and learning by committing or forcing myself, don't like saying forcing myself, by embarking on this podcast journey, I don't want to say forced to, but more inclined to have these kind of conversations with people and to learn more from this. I feel like thoughts always change, beliefs always change, ideas always change, and I feel like that's normal. But I still feel like it's beautiful to be able to document how you felt at a certain time and see how that evolves over time. Whether it changes or doesn't change, I think it's very, I'm gonna butcher the term beautiful, but I do think it's a beautiful way to, yeah, just document beliefs, man. And it's just a cool thing. So TLDR, every 2 weeks, gonna have a conversation with a cool creative talking about their life, their beliefs, their wins, their losses, their challenges, and everything they love about their creative path, their creative journey, their creative work. So yeah, man, I think that's pretty much me introing everything. If you have any questions or if anything doesn't make sense, drop it in the comments and hopefully I can try explain it better. Thank you for your time so far. If you've watched it this far, I'll keep you guys posted. Take care.